the force will be our... And looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads. Two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
Well, it's a beautiful brand of ball, for sure. Just a joy to watch. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne is the 2 with Williams playing the 3. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Payne, pass to Morant. Payne with a screen on Russell. Here's Morant. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Shooting for Memphis.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Towns a screen on Morant. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Memphis. Right side Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Edwards. Over to the wing. Towns for 3. Adams grabs the miss.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Morant. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Up top, Morant, guarded by Russell. Morant, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Edwards. Up and in on the layup.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Adams.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Great start so far, 3 of 3 in this one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Here's Morant. Soft touch off the glass. Morant's got 7.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Morant. Jackson on the wing. Takes a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, Jackson has become a threat from range, taking and making those shots more consistent. When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Russell from behind the arc. Kept alive. Gobert goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Russell against Morant. Jackson outside. The 3 from Payne. Outside for Morant. Spins. Payne, the pass to Morant. Payne with a screen on Russell. Morant with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Out to the right wing. Russell with the ball. Pounded by Morant. Bain against Edwards. Outside for Morant. Williams from long range. Minnesota with a rebound. Now here's McDaniels. Outside Russell. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 4. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Oh, Adams with the block. Morant against Towns. Pass to Jackson. Outside, Williams. Outside Bain. 6 to shoot. And here's Morant. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Timberwolves trail. Russell with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Towns into the lane. Russell from outside. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Russell's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
McDaniels against Williams. Jackson with a screen on Russell. And here's Morant outside. That shot off the mark. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Russell finds Edwards. Back to Russell. Here's Towns. Outside for Russell. Puts up a 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Morant. Second chance shot. The kick out to Williams. Lets the 3 fly. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
So he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Bain. Takes a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4. Well, Richard, as a former player yourself, what's your take on stars demanding trades and jumping around the league so much?
It's tough because I've seen the other thing happen to stars. Blake Griffin re-signs with the Clippers. They show him videos of putting his jersey in the rafters, and then he's traded a year later. So I think everybody has to figure out what is best for them, but you also have to try as an individual and as a professional to fulfill your obligations. And I think trades can be someplace in the middle of that.
Outside Edwards. Williams against McDaniels. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies on the run from deep. Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. Back to Towns. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Memphis has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Payne against Edwards. Payne, the pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And here's Morant outside. No good on the shot. So Minnesota will take it the other way. To the inside. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt that. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Outside Payne. Pass to Williams. Back to Payne. And stolen by Edwards. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tipped. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Payne. Memphis leading. Oh, there's the alley. And then Morant with the dunk.
Morant has a ridiculous motor. This man is finding points at all times. He never stops working hard on offense.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. The 3 is up. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves 15, the Grizzlies 25.
You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court for Memphis, they've got Tyus Jones, Brandon Clark out there with Danny Green. Then it's Jaren Jackson, and it's Conchar in at the 2. 2 on the clock. Clark, the pass to Jackson. That one's good for 2. Jackson's got 5 now.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
No one near him. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Jones from deep. And it's Noel with a rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
On the wing, Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. Jones with the block. Here's Conchar, down low. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Assist from
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Anderson can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Clark, the pass to Jones. Green with the ball. Stolen by Reed. To the paint. Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple. Solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
There's the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jones up top. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Conchar, good.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Inside, here's Prince. Powered down after the assist, led him to the lane.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Noel's got his first basket.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside Jones. To the middle. Pass to Conchar. Clock at 6. And he lays it up and in. Conchar's got 5 points in the quarter.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Here's Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. Puts up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Anderson's got 5 now.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Outside Jones. The 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. To the inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Conchar. Tries the spin move. Launches a 3. Doesn't go for him. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside, Anderson. Here's Noel. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Here's Conchar. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And not so.
The previous play is under review.
Going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And I couldn't tell exactly what happened. And apparently, I guess the refs didn't get a clear look at it either. They have to get it right because this is a big...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Ball overturned. Grant, that one's going to... And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. We'll be back in a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Williams comes in for Green. Desmond Bain, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Morant. Left side Bain. From deep. McDaniels with the rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Offensive rebound. The shot that time not on target. .60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. And it's Morant off the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Russell finds Edwards. Over Bain. Shot is good by Edwards.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Edwards against Bain. The three from Russell. Gobert passes to Towns. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Outside Bain. Morant with a screen on Edwards. The three from Bain. Got a hand on it. Russell against Jackson. Outside Edwards. The three is up. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Bain, the pass to Morant. From deep three-point range. The shot no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. And stolen by Williams. And then Morant with the jam.
It's been all about Ja tonight. He can score in so many different ways.
Outside Russell. Wide open look. Bullseye!
Oh, and Russell loves to remind us that he has ice in his veins. Big time bucket.
Now Morant. Outside Bain. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Questionable shot selection in that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Outside Edwards. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the wing on the left. Gobert finds Edwards. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Up top Bain, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Nice move. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson with a screen on Russell. Morant, the pass to Williams. Goes back up. With the clock winding down. Money.
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Williams against McDaniels. Pass to Russell. The 3 ball. Adams grabs the miss. Oh, it's stolen.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
McDaniels can't hit. Morant, the pass to Bain. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And so the Grizzlies take the win.
And another. So the Clippers win the tip. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Host tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point guard position. To George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Gobert finds McDaniel. No good. Empty that time from Leonard.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Gobert, off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by Russell. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. The shot, no good. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Leonard, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Gobert against Zubats. Outside, Towns. McDaniels. It's hauled in by Zubats. And here's Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Over in the corner, McDaniels. The feed to Towns. Edwards dishes to Towns. And the layup falls.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Down low. Here's Zubats. Hefty move. Another shot. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he can't hit the second. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Edwards kicks to Russell. Edwards passes to Russell. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Russell. Gobert trying to get open. Russell, no good. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. The pass to Jackson. Morris looking over the floor. Passes it to Zubats. Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Edwards can't hit. Clippers shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Here's Leonard. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Now, here is Russell. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. To the paint, and finished off by Gobert.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Outside for George. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubats. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns. And then Carl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And that's what we call playing with force. Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Jackson passes to Morris. Minnesota with the rebound. Frank, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Out to Russell. Lets the 3 fly. The live Minnesota. A second chance effort. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And
the previous play is under
he's certain he
review.
beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points.
Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
That's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could not count.
Towns with the bucket.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is a guy you want to create for time and time again.
Outside for George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 7.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answer each other from range.
Leonard with the steal. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Leonard. To the middle. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders got down now to just 3 in the basket from Jackson.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And Gobert kicks to Towns. Russell left side. Out to the right wing. Outside, Towns. Towns, a screen on Jackson. And Russell gets it to go.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
High post, Zubac. Outside, George. Outside for Jackson. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 6. Towns up top. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Out to Russell. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Towns wide open. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Jackson dishes to Morris. Pass to Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Towns with it. George picks him up. McDaniels finds Russell. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Leonard the pass to Jackson. From outside the arc, Leonard no luck. Minnesota leading by 6. Russell looking it over. Back to Towns. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson against Russell. Outside for George. It's stolen by Edwards. And now Minnesota on the fast break. McDaniels up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Russell dishes to Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
In this era of stretch bigs, many traditional centers have struggled, but Rudy Gobert just continues to thrive at both ends.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Morris with a screen on Russell. Jackson kicks to Leonard. 30 seconds left here in the second. Morris, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside, Towns. Edwards passes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Here's Russell with the three. Empty that time from Leonard. Jackson up top. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. All right, Dave, thank you. And
The Clippers, 17.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Clippers trail by 8. Powell kicks to Wall. And the pass to man. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Passes it to Noel. The kick out to Anderson. The 3-ball. It's John Wall with the rebound. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Covington dishes the Wall. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Powell. And the layup is good. Powell's got the first bucket of the third here for the Clippers.
We see this every night from Norman Powell, putting on his hard hat and going to work.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He gets that one.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Man. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls.
At the line for the Clippers, Terrence Mann. Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Minnesota leading by 6. A steal. One-on-one fast break. The shot, no good. Prince with the defensive effort. Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Prince. It's 1 for 3. And no good that time.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Outside, Covington. Pass to man. Los Angeles with another miss. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. McLaughlin's got 4 this quarter.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Covington finds Wall. Here's Powell. Now the pass to man. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Timberwolves leading by 8. Passes to Reed. 1:53 left to play here in the third. The kick out to Anderson. From deep, Prince. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will come the other way. Covington dishes to Powell. Pass to Wall. And here's Batum. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Can't be too physical with Nicholas Batum. That's a recipe for fouling him and sending him to the line.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Norman Powell. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Anderson with the ball. Now Covington defending. The kick out to Anderson. They get it back. Reed. Pass to McLaughlin. The three. Kicks it out to Prince. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Shot clock at 2 from about 19 feet. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Ball passes to Mann. He feeds it to Batum. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 6. Batum with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Timberwolves shooting 41% for the game. It's stolen by Wall. Kennard, the pass to Mann. Over Anderson. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And there it is for him.
One thing about Kyle Anderson, he's always had good balance, can absorb contact and maintain his rhythm.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Takes a step back. Takes it out to Covington. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense with your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Nas Reed. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And George drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
He takes it in. Anderson passes to Noel. Leonard against Prince. Buries it down low. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
To the inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Anderson outside. The pass to Noel. Back to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. The kick out to Anderson. 5 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta.
So much of Anderson's future value is tied to the improvement he makes with the 3-point shot.
Jackson with it. Started now by Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing it around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Russell kicks to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
George with the ball. Edwards there. Leonard on the wing. Fires the three. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
Russell against Jackson to the left wing. McDaniels dishes to Russell. Back to McDaniel. Outside, Towns. Three-pointer. Kept alive, Minnesota. Russell. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Russell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
2 minutes remaining.
Jackson passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Passes it to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Edwards kicks to Towns. Outside Edwards. Shoots the three. Rebound Kawhi Leonard. Clippers trail by 8. Now here's George. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Out to Morris. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Edwards passes to Towns. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. The three. They get it again. Towns, no luck. The Clippers running out of time. Outside Leonard. 53 seconds left in the fourth. Here's George. Gobert with the block.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
Towns finds McDaniel. Back to Towns. And it's Russell in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Leonard with the steal.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy, even early on. And David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Altman.
Here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's Morris. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Morant. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Bane. Boom! He jams it straight down.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Jackson pass to Zubats. To the paint. And Williams punches it home. Defense disorganized, defense pays. Here's George. Oh, Adams with the block.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
Williams finds Morant. And the layup falls. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
George, left side. Will it go? Leonard up top. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Now here's Morris. Leonard, left side. Back to Morris. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Steven Adams. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
The three from Bane. It's rebounded by Morris. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Memphis on D. Inside. Here's Zubats.
Well, that's all Adams and his effort right there. Great job affecting that attempt.
Zubats' shot is off. Here's Bane. Williams passes to Bane. The shake. It's rebounded by Zubats.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Morant with it. Jackson in his pocket. Bain against George. 6 on the shot clock. Bain, the pass to Williams. Over Leonard. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. There's a minute 34 left in the opening quarter. George passes to Zubac. Leonard for 3. No good there. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. The rebound by Jackson.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
Here's George. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Morant with it. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Bain. Shoots it from the high post. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
The Clippers trail. George outside. Morris, a screen on Bain. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies leading by 4. Don't go. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play. All that hustle is paying off.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard.
Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it. He's working hard to bring something out the next season.
Morant's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Basket counts.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Outside Morant. Jackson outside. There's a screen. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I would settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Memphis leading. Now here's Morant. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Up top, Morant, defended by Jackson. Williams passes to Bain. Williams a screen on George. Here's Bain. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats with it. He's picked up by Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. It's George on the wing from the arc. The shot comes out.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Outside Morant. Three-pointer. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game. But when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Jackson, pass to Zubats. Leonard's got room. And that one's long. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Down low. Here's Adams. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And now it's an 8-point Memphis lead.
A lot of times Adams only looks to shoot from that area on the floor. Really knows the limitations in his range.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The first one falls.
Shooting for LA. Paul George.
George hits them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
1:51 left to play in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Bain. Adams a screen. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Zubats. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Jackson finds Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Now you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Now Morant, 9 points in the game. Pass to Adams. Bain with it. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Leonard. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Leonard to the inside. And there's a 3-second violation. Conchar, he's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Morant.
Substitution on the court.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. There's 39 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Conchar. Lets it go. Rebound by the Clippers.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Now Powell. Kicks it out to Kennard. To the left wing. Ball for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Williams on the wing. Covered by Covington. And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. That'll count. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Now you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
They've got Dylan Brooks. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Tillman in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Wall against Jones. Powell with a steal. Wall against Jones. Wall, the pass to Batum. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Powell in the post. The three, Covington drills it from deep. Covington's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Memphis shooting about 56% in this one. Outside Jones. Inside. Here's Conchar. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Outside Wall. Batum outside. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Powell outside. Batum outside. Pass to Wall. 5 to shoot. It's Covington on the wing. The kick out to Wall. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Outside Jones. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Conchar. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Brooks. Powell with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Batum. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And Batum sees the fast break and begins to get out there, making him the right option to finish it as he's ahead of the pack.
Pass to Conchar. Clark with a screen on Powell. On the wing, Brooks. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Outside Covington. Now here's Kennard. Outside Covington. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. Well, Brett, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Conchar, and he banks in the layup. Conchar's gotten his second bucket.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Powell. To the middle. Here's Batum. And the layup is good off the glass. Batum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Batum's 6'8", but really sneaky with those long arms. Can go inside and score.
Jones from outside. The shot misses. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Powell passes to Covington. Back to Powell. Outside Covington. Kicks it out to Kennard. Pass to Powell. Jacks up a 3. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Brooks drives in. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson is checked in.
14 foul. Now into the lineup.
52 seconds left in the third. Going inside. Wow, that's good.
Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so if he gets in that gap, he's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
And here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Back to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jackson. Fades away. Batum pulls it in.
Mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Batum with a screen on Jones. Batum outside. 4-3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Clark. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. Well, we thought that
The previous play is under review.
the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead, leading by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point.
Consistent shooter from all 3 levels. Kawhi Leonard, the first option they typically look for, and for very good reason.
Jackson outside. Pass to Bain. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the paint. Oh, the slam dunk by Morris.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He encouraged them to get out in transition. He said, quote, that team can be tough to score on when they set up in the half court. Let's push the ball at every opportunity. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Jackson against Morant. Adams. It's deflected. Morris outside. Here's Zubats. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Ja Morant picks one up. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Hits the trifecta.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Leonard up top. Williams defending. Morris for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Morant, the pass to Adams on the wing. Bain. 3-pointer. Second chance effort. Outside for Morant. Jackson the screen. Off target from outside. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Jackson, pass to Morris. And here's George. Out to Leonard. Back to George. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Right side Morant. Pass to Williams. Back to Morant. play in the fourth quarter. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're leading by 4. 1:43 left to play in the fourth. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson finds Morris. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Bain. Adams with a screen on George. Back to Bain. Down low. Adams. And slammed in by Adams.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
Jackson with it. Here's Leonard. Zubats with it. George outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Ja Morant picks one up.
Veteran George, so comfortable going to the free throw line when the game is up for grabs.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Bain. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 6. Takes it inside.
Yes! Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Yeah, too bad he fouled out. This team does have some depth at his position.
Good on the first. And that puts him up 5. Conchar, he's checked in for Memphis. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. Timeout called the Grizzlies. They're down by 6. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
This one for 3. They get it back. Left side Bain. Pass to Williams. And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass as this defense scrambled.
George against Jackson. Now here's Zubats. Out to Leonard. Ooh, and he took a hard foul. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge to make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many previous plays that are still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they can. The ruling on the floor is confirmed. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still beat.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
It feels like you've seen Kawhi in these situations from the beginning of his career. No stranger to being at the line in close game.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
much else.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, David. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the 3 spot. Now, here's Bane. Morant kicks to Bane. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we can see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
Russell dishes to Edwards. From the arc. The kick out to Towns. Off target from outside. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. In the corner, it's Bane. Oh, good on the triple. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Towns. Out to Edwards. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Edwards against Bane. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. It's stolen by Gobert. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handle on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
It's the Timberwolves now. Grizzlies making the shot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Taking the contact in the NBA, such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
Morant passes to Bane. There's the triple. No good that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. McDaniels kicks to Russell. Towns, the screen. Beyond the arc. Put on by Williams.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And it's Towns missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Guys, you have to remember when picking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Memphis trailing here. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Williams finds Bane. All alone. No good off the back of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here is Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. High post, Gobert. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Up the line, Minnesota. Towns, wide open. Misses the 3.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now here's Williams. Back to Bane. Out to Morant. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
There's 37 seconds left in the first. Back to Russell. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Here's Russell, and he converts the layup.
Okay, D'Angelo, Russell mixing in a little interior work, not bashful.
For Memphis, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, there's some unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's McDaniels. Second chance shot. And it is good. The buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the...
It's a tie game in Memphis. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Bain and Williams are your wingmen. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Williams dishes to Morant. They get a hand on it. Jackson down low, defended by Towns. Jackson kicks to Bain. Tries the spin move. No good on the 3. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to McDaniels. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. McDaniels got his second bucket tonight.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Here's Bain. Jackson finds Bain. The kick out to Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got 5.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Edwards against Bain. And Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Morant. Yep, that one goes. Now it's a 3-point Memphis lead. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Russell kicks to Gobert. Gobert the screen. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Memphis leading by 3.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things in your own hands. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Russell passes to Towns. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Russell left side. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Towns. Over Jackson. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Out to Morant. Spins. Back to Williams. Jackson passes to Bain. Here's Adams, defended by Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Russell against Morant. 1:06 left to play in the first half. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Bain. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morant with the steal. Jackson against Edwards. Jackson dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Russell feeling it out a bit. Offline with his 3. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 9-1 run. Here's Bain.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Edwards. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great...
For Grizzlies, 20, the Timberwolves, 12.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's McLaughlin. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Taurean Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Launches it. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Jones. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Prince with it. Guarded now by Clark. Fast break Memphis. Wound up there for Clark. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Naturally put his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And there's the pass to Reid. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jackson's got the ball. And then Clark slams it in.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. It's Prince on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Reid. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Here's Conchar. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 5. Jackson a screen on Prince. 2 open that time. Made it 2 easy. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first.
Shooting for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson.
He hits both from the stripe.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Brooks outside. On the wing, Jones. Brooks setting the pick for Jackson. Oh, good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 13.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Back to Anderson.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Prince against Jackson. Anderson kicks to Reed. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Clark outside. Pass to Concho. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Left side, Jones. Dishes it to Clark. Just 4 to shoot. There's the lob to Jackson. And they recover it. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 11. Noel passes to Prince. Kicks to Anderson. There's the 3. And that's Prince. That time on the assist by Anderson.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. The Grizzlies making a change here. Adams checked in. Memphis leading by 8. Jones with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Drives to the hoop. Kick out to Adams. Clark outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jackson is checked in for Brandon Clark. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks. Baines checked in for John Conchar. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Passes it to McDaniels. Payne against Edwards. And the 3 off target. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Payne against Edwards. On the wing, Payne. He has 5. And another turnover here by Memphis. So it's the Timberwolves now. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They have made it very tough. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
fourth and final quarter. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Williams at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Shot by McDaniels, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots. And you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And while we've got a moment, I'll send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. Driving in. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Russell finds Towns for 3. Knocked away.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And it's Russell with the rebound. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Morant with it, now defended by Gobert. Morant kicks to Jackson. And there's the try. Banked in off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
For 3, Edwards. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And here's Morant. Over in the corner, Williams. Outside, Bain. Pocket 6. And rejection by McDaniel. Inside, Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, defense is no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Now, Bain. Morant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads. Fires from the line. That shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. To the wing on the left. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. There's Russell with the 3. Kept alive. Here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Adams. Bain drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Memphis.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, And Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for John Morant.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
6-second difference between shot and game plan. In the corner, it's Bane. Morant looking around. Back to Bane. Here's the pass to Williams. Jacks up a three. Gobert knocks it away.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, say does that.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1. And stolen by Edwards. And there's the drive. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Russell. Here's McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005. getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Well, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Jackson against Russell. Morris passes to Jackson. Here's George. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Left side, Russell. Outside, Edwards. And he drives in. McDaniels from long range. Sinks the tray.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Jackson finds Zubac to the middle. Can they get it? Kicks it to George. Leonard on the wing. Fires the three. Fires in the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Oh, George with a steal. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Some solid defense from Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Towns. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
Morris outside. Now George for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Leonard against McDaniels. Towns passes to Gobert. The 3 from Russell. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Boy, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Now here's George. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. And the jam by George.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Towns down low, guarded by Morris. Russell to pass to McDaniels. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Takes the 3. George with another miss.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Towns passes to Russell. And here's Edwards, guarded by Morris. To the inside, Gobert laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Incredible balance on that take. You gotta respect watching Gobert muscle his way through the defense.
Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Russell. That one's off. That one misses. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
George passes to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Back to Morris. From deep. The shot no good. And so it's Minnesota with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great team defense on Paul George. They've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Leonard for three. That one is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. McDaniels with it. He's picked up by Zubats. McDaniels passes to Towns. Back to Daniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. McDaniels got 5 points.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Morris outside. Here's George. Pass to Zubats. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Here's Towns. Poke loose. George with a steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Jackson. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or two ahead of the defense.
And so Jackson nails both of them. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special. And, you know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Back to Towns. Outside for Russell. 4 on the clock. And he's going for the oop here. Edwards against George. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Jackson down low. Guarded by Russell. George, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Towns passes to Russell. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
The kick out to Morris. No good with the triple for Minnesota. They've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Russell. Back to Towns. Outside for Russell. The three. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Inside. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. Right side McDaniels. Here's Gobert. The Clippers grab the miss.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Minnesota in the lead. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Towns, a screen on Jackson. The three from Russell. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to McDaniels. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's George. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
The execution has been better lately. Do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Knocked away. From downtown. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. George passes to Morris. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Noel. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Appreciate it, Alec. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Torian Prince. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Here's Covington. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The steal. Here's Batum. And he converts the layup.
Far from just a perimeter shooter. I like seeing Batum go to work in the painted area.
Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Anderson passes to Reed. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Back to Wall. Out to Covington. To the middle. This for the tie. Batum's shot is off. And here's Minnesota now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Noel, defended by Kennard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And the jam by Covington.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Wall, the pass to Batum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, a confident shooter who does a little of everything. Batum is a valuable call who plays his role well.
And so he makes both from the line. The Timberwolves trail. Here's McLaughlin. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Noel. A shot to stop the run, and he sinks the layup.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Now here's Wall. He's covered closely.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Norman Powell taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second.
He does enough to give them the lead. Every point critical here with the game in the balance.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Covington. Oh, sweet move. And it's McLaughlin missing. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Kennard finds Covington. Now Powell. Kennard outside. Out to Covington. From behind the arc. The Clippers rebound. Second shot opportunity. Crafty move. Here's Kennard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the lead.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
To the paint. And stolen by Covington. In transition, here come the Clippers. Powell passes to Batum. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Noel. Powell covers. Minute 32 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Here's Covington, and the jam by Covington.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others. It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
Outside Covington. Kennard finds Covington. Clock at 6. Back to Kennard. Launches it. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Anderson. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Guarded by Batum. Reed with it. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. It's a 5-point game. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Powell. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Anderson. Pass to Reed. Fires the 3. He's off on that one. It's good if it goes. That one no good. The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, up by 5. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty. But when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Come on, this is a big guy here in Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
The Clippers in the lead. Jackson outside. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
So it's Minnesota now. Right side Russell. Down low. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
George outside. Tries to break his ice. It's blocked by Gobert. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Zubats. Towns passes to Edwards. To the inside. To take the lead. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Kicks Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Pass to Morris. They need this. And again, it's Clippers missing.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Towns is screen on Leonard. Back to Towns. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Jackson. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
Jackson, the pass to George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets it go from 14. George's shot is off.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Towns. McDaniels from long range. Sinks it from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Morris, left side. Here's George. Back to Morris. Beyond the arc. Edwards pulls it in.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
He was all alone on that one. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
The 3, George. And they get it back. Jackson finds George. Now here's Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. 4 on the clock. On target from range. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, he's been in big moments before, and this experience helps Jackson deliver for his squad like there.
Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with a rebound. Now here's Edwards. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Back to Daniels. It's stolen by Leonard.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
McDaniels passes to Russell. 12 seconds left in the game. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Here's George. And it's in.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
A great Sunday night. Oh, a lot of history, Richard, between these two teams. Tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Williams at the small forward.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And here's Morant. It's hauled in by George.
And that was a little bit of a raised check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Bain after the basket by Los Angeles. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Leonard with the steal. Jackson against Morris. In the corner, George with it. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And so here's Memphis, trailing by 4. Bain kicks to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Morant outside. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Leonard, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Now here's Morant. Bain for 3. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Trying to end the drought. Adams trying to free himself up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
So he gets them both.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. Rebound by Williams.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Morant throws it down.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Outside Jackson. Morris outside. And it's off from 3-point range. And they double up Morant. Over in the corner, Williams. Outside Jackson. The pass to Bain. Out to Morant. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Left side, Leonard. Driving inside. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Morant. He's got 6. On the wing, Bain. Defended by George. 6 on the shot clock. Adams trying to free himself up. Morris looking over the floor. Jackson has the open look. A 3-pointer off the mark. Morant outside. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. So on the 4 for Memphis. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. To the middle, here's Adams. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard attacking. Outside for Jackson. On the wing, Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And dangerous in that catch and shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Morant against Jackson. Adams, the pass to Bain. Out left to the wing. Another shot. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 9. On the wing, Jackson. Down low. Taken away by Williams. Bain with it. Leonard picks him up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jackson kicks to George. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better for the team.
Outside, Bain. Morant sets a screen for Bain. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Richard, you played before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because
and the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And you know, these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of.
The previous play is under review.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator, and the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, you're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Williams. Brooks comes in for Bain. And Concho subbed in for John Morant. Jackson with it. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Zubac. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
It's Brooks on the wing.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half. Just 5 on the clock. Conchar, the pass to Brooks. Misses off the right eye.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Morris against Brooks. George with no one around. And another three for the Clippers.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. Pass to Concho. Looking to end the run, and the layup is good.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Leonard against Jackson. Leonard the pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Morris for the three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
And George drops them both. Here is Brooks. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Concho. Jackson in the corner. A dominating first half of basketball. So, all right, David, thank you, and stay with us.
Your Clippers. 29. The Grizzlies. 10.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 11 points.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Morant against Wall. He kicks to Covington. Lets it go from deep. Conchar pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Morant passes to Jackson. Now Morant. 11 points in the game. Jackson misses. Los Angeles leading by 15. Ball passes to man. Comes up empty down low.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
It's Morant with the drive. And there's the pass to Conchar. Brooks outside. It's Morant in the corner. Shot clock at 6. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Welcoming any physicality on his way out. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Batum sets a screen for Covington. Outside for Batum. Passes to Pop. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Jones checked in for Memphis.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones.
And here is Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 5 to shoot. Here's Batum. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Jones in the post, covered by Wall. Jones kicks to Brooks. Outside, Jones. He can't hit that time. Great tee that time from Batum. Powell down low. He's against Clark. Back to Powell. Outside, Covington. There's the drive and the dunk by Covington.
For a player who plays with emotion like Covington, those kind of plays can really get your motor running.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he posted away, you knew what was on his mind.
Jones drives in. Clark left side. On the wing, Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And he lays it straight in. Clark's got his first bucket of the night.
If you want to throw out of the double team in the NBA, really have to sell it.
Ball passes to Covington. And he comes up with the deuce. Covington's got 4 this quarter.
And the handles Covington has are impressive, slicing and dicing through the defense with ease.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Screen by Jones. Brooks kicks to Jones. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They led the game at 1 point by 20. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Wall passes to Powell. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Powell's got 5 now.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Jones, the pass to Clark. And so it's Los Angeles controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. So on the floor for Memphis, Payne and Williams are your wingmen. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Zubac finds George. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Leonard on the wing. And finished off by Leonard.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Outside, Payne. Outside for Jackson. Traps in the tray. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous J.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Payne passes to Morant. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. And he gets it to go.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Morris with a screen on Williams. Here's Leonard. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. It's Morant with the drop.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Memphis. Clark comes in for Adams. And Brooks subbed in for Williams. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Morant. Morris, no good. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for Memphis. They trail by 16. Morant finds Payne. Morant against Jackson. Now here's Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
And the Clippers call time here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked to the team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, showing off a little athleticism there. Fun watching Brooks get up high on that alley-oop.
Morris with a screen on Bain. George dishes to Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Up top, Morant to the inside. Brooks with no one around. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Bain. Out to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Back to Morris. Driving the lane. Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Zubac kicks to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Clark, a screen on Jackson. It's Morant with the drop. Offline. So the Clippers winning this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.